Alrighty, hosses, welcome back, and in this video we're going to continue on with the next Google Webmaster Guideline, and that is a sitemap. So every single website you make should have a sitemap. Alright, so what the heck is a sitemap? A sitemap is essentially an XML file that all it does is it lists every single web page that you want crawled. So why would you do this? I mean, Google already does a pretty good job of just using their spider and finding all the pages on your website already. Well, let's say that let's say that you have some web page that isn't linked or connected to anything else. Well, Googlebot's going to have a really hard time finding that. So instead, you can just add it to your sitemap. And you can actually do some other cool stuff with a sitemap, and that is list the importance of each web page. So this is my home page right here. We already know that that is a really important page for my website. This search page, it doesn't really get used that lot. I mean, it's not that important. So we can pretty much give these numerical values of priority or importance. So on a scale of 0 to 1, this might be a 1, and this might be like 0.7 or something. So let's just go ahead and whenever you make it, all you do is you right click new file. And just like your robot.txt file, you name it sitemap.xml. Alright, so how do we format this? Do we just start writing anything we feel like? There's actually a specific protocol that you follow. And if you go to sitemaps.org, it's basically going to give you a template of everything that you need. So I'll just talk you guys through it. So the first one is just a declaration of, hey, this is an XML file. We're using these type of, normal English readable characters. And essentially it's made up of a bunch of these. So, didn't mean to click that. So every single web page is going to be referenced by URL tags. Now inside here, you're going to have, of course, location, which is essentially just a link to whatever web page, a modified date, and this helps tell Google how often or when this page was last modified. So if it's trying to index that page again, it's like, hey, nothing changed on here, so you really don't need to, update your search engine or anything like that. Change frequency. What this is essentially a way to tell Google, hey, check back here monthly or weekly. If you just make a website and it's going to be the same for the rest of your life, you might want to put like yearly. But let's say that you have a home page and it changes every single day. Well, then you might want to put daily. Now, priority, this is what I was talking about. It's basically the order of importance. So let me see if they have another example down here. All right. So, for example, this web page, what is this? A catalog for vacation items or something? That isn't really important. So they give this a priority of 0.3. Something like your homepage, however, their homepage has a priority of 0.8. So very important in the homepage. And again, we just talked about that. So there you go. And I know what you guys are thinking now. All right. There is no freaking way in the universe that even if this thing is important for Google, I'm not going to make an XML file and go to every single web page on my website and type all these in. I mean, that's going to take like 8 years. Luckily, there are a bunch of automated tools where you can do this. A couple of my few favorite sitemap generators are thisone.com, xml-sitemaps.com. And again, these are both paid, but this one right here, it gives you a free sitemap for up to 500 pages. So if you guys have a small site, it's awesome. So this is one that you can use, and the one that I actually use is this right here. It's called Screaming Frog. This is actually a product that I had to buy. I think it was like 99 bucks a year, but it is awesome. And essentially, I'll show you guys a real quick demo. And again, if you guys know of any like really awesome free ones, then let me know. What I think would actually be awesome is if someone made an open source one, like in Python, just using like the command line or something. And I tried to look for one on GitHub, but they really weren't that great. But if anyone like wants to make one, that would be freaking awesome, and I'll promote the crap out of it. All right. So anyways, for here, you basically just paste in your home page, press start, and it's going to start crawling all of the links. So again, a lot faster than doing it by hand. And whenever you're done, just press stop, and you go to sitemap, create XML sitemap. So there you go. So again, I'm sure there are like a million online. If you want to do it by hand, feel free, but I wouldn't recommend it. So use a sitemap generator, and you can also, whenever you're making these, list the priority and stuff like that. So there we go. Now we know what a sitemap is. Now we know why Google recommends it and why you can use it and why it's useful, all that fun stuff. So I got nothing else to say, so I will see you guys next time.